be seated. Nigeria is indeed truly blessed. Inspired by the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, while leveraging on the immense support of successive administrations in Rivers State, the Afam 2 project, up for commissioning today, will inject additional 180 megawatts to power homes and businesses that will further advance not only the socio-economic fortunes of the Rivers people, but Nigerians in general. It is important to acknowledge the collaboration between Cresendo Nigeria Limited, the Chinese Machinery Engineering Corporation, FIPL, Sahara Power Group, and all others that ensured timely completion of this project within a period of 16 months. On that note, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to please turn to the person sitting next to you, both on your left and on your right, and say congratulations with a warm handshake. Let me also warmly welcome and of course recognize His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, who has joined us remotely. A round of applause for Mr. President, please. Also, we acknowledge the esteemed presence of His Excellency, Vice Admiral, retired, Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas, CFR, Administrator, Rivers State. His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu OFR. His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources, Gas, Honorable Ekporikpe Ekpo, a round of applause, sir. The Director General of the Bureau of Public Enterprises, Mr. Ayo Beleyi. Group Managing Director, Sahara Power Group, Dr. Kola Adeshina. Executive Director, Sahara Group, Mr. Ade Odunsi. Executive Director also of Sahara Group, Mrs. Moroti Adedoyin Adeyinka. The Managing Director of FGN Power, Mr. Kenny Anure. The MD of Sahara Power Group, Dr. Anthony Udowe. Representative of the Special Advisor to the President on Energy. You're welcome, sir. Also, the Managing Director of Cresendo Nigeria Limited, Mr. Alistair Morrison. We have the representative of the MD of Transmission Company of Nigeria, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, ably represented by the General Manager, TCN, Port Harcourt Region, Engineer Akpa Emmanuel. We have a director from the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company, Engineer Edeve. A round of applause for him, please. And of course, representative from industry, players, regulators, the Association of Power Generating Companies, Dr. Joy Ogaji. A round of applause for her. I can go on and on, but I'm sure we have already taken a lot of our time. and the rest of the introductions will be done in the course of the program. But importantly, I must also recognize our great host communities that have provided the necessary support and the conducive environment for us to be here today. And the communities are led by Eze Alex A. DKJP, the paramount and national ruler, Okoloma Afam community. A round of applause for him, please. We also have Chief Godfrey Nwankwo, permanent ruler of Bari Ogoy community, and Elder Oulu Ibe Iche, one of Miriwanyi Asa Kingdom, all in Rivers State. A round of applause, please. Quickly, we'll go on to the next, and of course, pardon me, gentlemen of the press, very distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for yourselves, please. Quickly, let's make welcome for the welcome address, Managing Director, Cresendo Nigeria Limited, Mr. Alistair Morrison.
Please permit me to stand on existing protocols. A vision brought to life. Today, we, the board, management, and staff of Cresendo Nigeria Limited, are privileged to have played a pivotal role in the commissioning of Afam 2 180 megawatt power plant, the latest in addition to Nigeria's power sector. The other head of this project, we're delighted to welcome our distinguished guests, partners, and host communities, and everybody to Afam 2 power plant. A great vision come true for Nigeria. The vision of this project was pioneered, past and present, by River State governments in a bid to shore up the energy access and drive economic development. To move the vision's future, Cresendo joined forces with a reputable partnership with exceptional expertise, capacity, and proven track record in the power sector. We are invaluably indebted to Sahara Power Group, Africa's largest participant in the power sector. We acknowledge the support and the unwavering support of River State governments in this record-breaking project of 16 months from conceptual to completion. The project has benefited immensely from the support of the Ministry of Power, NERC, TCN. We are delighted to celebrate with our host communities for their support and cooperation, their hospitality and shared aspirations. Together, we have demonstrated that Nigeria's energy challenges are not insurmountable when the private sector and government align behind a common ideal. We salute our partners and assure the good people of River State that Afam 2 is here for good, to light up Nigeria. Once again, on behalf of the board and management and staff of Cresendo Nigeria Limited, I welcome you to Afam Power Plant, with our unwavering commitment to ignite the opportunities in Nigeria through sustainable power solutions. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for Alistair Morrison, MD, Cresendo Nigeria Limited. Next, let us make welcome the paramount ruler, Okoloma community, to please come and give his goodwill message. A round of applause, please, for our community. Please, let's make the goodwill message as brief as possible. Thank you, sir.
The Administrator of Rivers State, please permit me to stand on existing protocols to read this goodwill message. This goodwill message is from the three host communities of this project: Okoloma Afam community, Mirai, and Baogoi community, all of Rivers State. Distinguished guests, partners in development, friends of Okoloma, Baogoi, and Mirai community, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today is a day of pride, celebration, and great significance for all of us gathered here as representative of the host community. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the commissioning of this 180 megawatt gas turbine power plant, a project that marks not just an achievement in infrastructure, but a milestone in partnership and progress. This journey began in December 2023, and now, just a few months later, we are witnessing the reality of what was once just an idea brought to life through hard work, collaboration, and shared commitment. On behalf of the good people of Okoloma, Miniwai, and Baogoi, and other surrounding communities, I wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to CNL, a Sahara Group company, for selecting our land as a site for this significant investment. Your decision to expand your power business here is not just a business choice, it's a vote of confidence in our people, our environment, and our potential. We do not take this for granted. We are also proud of our long-standing relationship with First Independent Power Limited, which has operated within our communities since 2014 under a public-private partnership with the Rivers State government. Over the years, FIPL has proven itself to be more than just a power company. They have been partners in development, supporters of our youth, and contributor to the well-being of our people. The 180 megawatt stands as a proof of what can be achieved when government, private enterprise, and communities work together with respect and integrity. Today, we welcome yet another chapter in that journey. The commissioning of this new gas turbine gives us renewed hope. Hope for stable power, for economic growth, for job creation, and for improved quality of life. It brings us closer to the future we envision for our children, a future where energy powers progress in every home, school, and enterprise. We especially want to commend CNL for the way you have engaged with our communities throughout the planning and construction phase of this project. You listened to our concerns, respect our voices, and carried us along every step on the way. This kind of engagement builds trust. It is the foundation upon which lasting progress is built. Let me be clear. We, the host communities, are fully committed to protecting and supporting this project. We understand its importance, not only to us, but to the entire nation. We will continue to work hand in glove with you to ensure the plant's safety, sustainability, and success. This power plant is more than just steel and turbine. It's a symbol of collaboration and a beacon of opportunity. As we celebrate this commissioning today, let it also mark the beginning of a deeper cooperation, greater investment in human capital, and continuous dialogue between developers and communities. Most importantly, we are demanding for an adequate power supply from the power plant directly to the host communities as part of your corporate social responsibility to the host communities. Let us continue to build not just infrastructure, but mutual respect and shared prosperity. On behalf of the people of Okoloma, Miniwai, and Bogoi host communities, I say thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for working with us. And thank you for powering our future. God bless you all. And God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I believe we can do better for these wonderful communities. Thank you for your support. Please, let's make welcome the Director General of the Bureau of Public Enterprises, Mr. Ayogbeleyi, for his goodwill message. A round of applause for the BP boss, please.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the sole administrator of Rivers State, the Honorable Minister of Power, the Honorable Minister, Petroleum Resources Gas, the Chair and the Group Managing Director, Sahara Power Limited, heads of government agencies and departments here present, our community leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me a very unique pleasure and great opportunity to speak this afternoon on the trajectory of this African entity. I think it's also important that we put this conversation a bit in perspective by having a quick recap of Mr. President's renewed hope agenda across the 8 focus areas so that we can properly put in context the achievement of this company. The first focus area is reform the economy to deliver inclusive growth. The second is unlock energy and natural resources for sustainable development. The third is to boost agriculture to achieve food security. The fifth being strengthen national security for peace and prosperity. The sixth being enhance infrastructure and transportation as enablers of growth. Focus on education, health, and social investment as essential pillars of development. Accelerate diversification through industrialization, digitization, creative industries, manufacturing, technology, and innovation. And the last being improve governance for effective service delivery. All of these are anchored around 5 pillars. The first of them being to pivot the economy to 1 trillion GDP by 2030, achieve 7% average annual GDP growth rate per annum, lift 100 million of our people out of poverty, creates an enabling environment to generate over 50 million jobs, including the jobs that are being created here today. And of course, deliver sustained inclusive growth. It is within this context that I will speak to the giant stride and the crucial role that Sahara Power Limited has been playing, not just in transforming the Nigerian economy and creating jobs, but indeed on the African continent. This is arguably the leading company that plays across the value chain in the entire energy sector, be it oil and gas development, be it delivery of feedstock to our gas power plants. This company also has a subsidiary in Egbe Power Plant that is the largest single power plant on the African continent with capacity of 1,320 megawatts. And today injects close to 15% to power availability on the grid, which sustainably is over 5,500 megawatts. This company is also the only one in the country today that I know of that is one of the core investors in two of the leading distribution companies. That is Ikeja Electricity Disco and Port Harcourt Electricity Disco, where we are today. Ikeja Electricity Disco is indeed #1 disco in the country across key performance metrics. And of course, we can go on and on in terms of what they have done and what they are still going to do. So at the BP, being at the forefront of reform and privatization and commercialization of public enterprises in the country, we are indeed very proud to have been in partnership with Sahara Power Limited over the years, from the privatization of the power sector and the reform that took place over 10 years ago. We pray that we'll continue to strengthen further on our collaboration as you not only aim to light up Nigeria, but indeed to light up Africa 1 kilowatt at a time. Congratulations to Sahara Power Limited. Congratulations to River State. Congratulations to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we need to bring up now the Group Managing Director, Sahara Power Group, an honorary member of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A round of applause for Dr. Kola Adeshina.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me recognize the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Let me recognize the sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ete Ekwe Ibas, retired. I want to recognize quickly my brother, my friend, Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, as well as the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Chief Eperepe Epo. And I want to recognize equally my partners, De Odosi and Moroti Adeyinka. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to a celebration of collaboration. The successful commissioning of Afam 2 180 megawatt power plant signals the huge potential for making a difference in Nigeria's power sector through intentional, strategic, and sustainable partnerships. For almost 3 decades, Sahara Group has been a forefront stakeholder in Africa's energy and infrastructure landscape, leveraging the power of collaboration and cohesion, of shared aspiration to be the responsible provider of choice wherever energy is consumed. When Cresendo came calling for our collaboration, bearing the vision of enhancing the frontiers of Nigeria's power sector, our answer at Sahara Power was emphatic and resounding yes. The product of that emphatic yes is what we have here gathered to celebrate today. To our partners at Cresendo, Nigeria Limited, we salute your commitment and investment in the product and project called Nigeria. We are delighted that you have chosen us at Sahara to partner with you in making this epoch-making project possible. Sahara Power commends the federal government of Nigeria under the astute and able leadership of our President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his excellent leadership in guiding us, supporting us, envisioning the future we desire to see, and laying a solid foundation for a better Nigeria. We equally want to recognize and thank Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwa-Ibas, the Ministry of Power, ably represented by Chief Adebayo Adilabu, as well as the Minister of Gas, and the distinguished stakeholders that has made this possible. It is very vital and important that we equally recognize and salute the leadership of this beautiful community. Thank you for giving us this land. Thank you for supporting us over the years, even at FIPL. And thank you for the fact that you are going to give us more land to do better and bigger projects here in this community. At Sahara Power, we believe the Afam 2 project will catalyze productivity in Nigeria, power job creation, industrial growth, as well as sustainable development. This milestone for us is more than 180 megawatts of additional power. We are celebrating impact, transforming lives, as well as taking the privilege of being an organization that brings energy to life responsibly. As the federal government of unfolding impact in critical sectors of the economy, Sahara Group, and especially Sahara Power Group, remains fully committed to supporting the agenda for sustainable power, industrialization, and digital transformation. Electricity remains the backbone of modern economics. Nothing will give Sahara Group more pleasure than its continuing leadership geared towards uninterrupted and reliable power supply for a long-term strategic investment that will truly make Nigeria a manufacturing hub, an industrial hub, a digital hub, and a nation that other nations of the world will be begging for visas to enter. Today, we are reputed as the largest power business in the country, contributing over 20% of the power generated in the country through our companies, Egmi Power PLC, as well as FIPL. This translates to powering over 50 million homes, businesses, and industries, making a difference in spurring economic prosperity for the nation. However, this is just a fraction of our vision. Sahara has its sight on a Nigeria completely transformed and globally competitive, enabling the wings of sustainable power solution to fly. We believe that with our expansion in Egmi Power Plant, that we're going to double as we lay that foundation shortly, innovation and upgrades of our facility, even within the distribution companies, and ensuring that all the customers are fully metered, and most especially, guaranteeing 24/7 electricity. Our citizens, Nigerians, we all deserve electricity as a right. We believe that when we collaborate and work together, both as a public sector and the private sector, we are unbeatable. We've seen what we've done as Nigerians abroad. When we go to the schools, the best schools in the world, Ivy League, we come tops. Invariably, in life and living, we should be number one. As we start this power plant today, truly we believe that from electricity comes truly power. How do we create more industries? How do we galvanize the economy to ensure that companies, not just power companies, come to Afam to set up their industries? How do we ensure that our youthful population are fully engaged with jobs such that they can truly use their innovative mindset to create better products that Nigeria can export to the world? How can we make Nigeria truly the giant that we truly deserve to be? How do we convert our potential to the reality of what we all see as a Nigeria that is possible? We have faith in this nation. We believe that the current discomfort that we're going through will soon be a thing of the past. We're completely aligned with the aspirations of the federal government and the state government, wherever we find good partners to be able to make things happen. Leadership is about transformation. Leadership is about change. Leadership is about progress. We in Sahara were dedicated to making Nigeria truly the leading light nation of the world. Welcome. Let there be light.
Welcome. Let there be light. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a slight tweak to the program as we have it currently. I'm aware that Mr. President has been online since we started, and let's be as brief as we can when we're coming up to take our goodwill message. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for His Excellency the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources, Gas, Honorable Ekpe. A round of applause, please.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on a day like this, born out of conviction, I can only say congratulations, Mr. President, for your intentional leadership of our dear country, Nigeria. Your Excellency, the Administrator, Rivers State, my brother, Your Excellency, the Minister of Power, GMD, and other dignitaries that are here, the DG, BPE, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I extend my warm greetings and commendation to Sahara Power Group, First Independent Power Limited, and Cresendo Nigeria Limited, on the successful commissioning of 180 megawatts power plants. This event is not merely ceremonial commissioning. It is a celebration of resilience, foresight, and productive collaboration between the public and private sectors. It underscores what is possible when leadership, vision, technical capacity, and community engagement align towards shared goal of national development. We must begin by acknowledging the strong foundation laid by Rivers State government, whose effort in 2002 to establish a network of state-owned power plants set the stage for today's achievement. The original vision to ensure self-sufficiency in power supply, reduce dependence on national grid, and deliver energy security to the citizens of Rivers State has clearly borne a successful fruit today. The commissioning of the first 180 megawatts turbine in 2011 marked a major milestone. The decision in 2014 to privatize the state's power assets, including Rivers, Omoko, Transamadi, Eleme Power Plant, was a bold strategic step. It ushered in a new phase of private sector investment and technical revival through the acquisition by First Independent Power Limited and a subsidiary of Sahara Power Group. Since then, transformation of these assets has been commendable. From a modest 60 watts capacity in 2014, First Independent Power Limited has grown in operational output to an impressive 392 megawatts. This has been achieved through significant investment in repairs, overhaul, infrastructure upgrades, and importantly, human capital development. Afam too represents the continuation of that transformative journey. With the support of the Rivers State government and in alignment with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, Cresendo Nigeria Limited made a critical investment to complete the second 180-watt turbine at Afam facility. This project, delivered in just 16 months, reflects not only technical excellence, but also strong coordination among stakeholders. I must also highlight the invaluable role played by Nigerian professionals who led the project and management efforts, the EPC contractor, China Machinery Engineering Corporation, and the tremendous support from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, the Nigerian Independent System Operator, the National Control Center, and the Ministry of Power. Notably, the contribution of the Afam community must be acknowledged. They stood as true partners and supporters throughout this process. This 180 megawatts addition to the national grid is a meaningful step towards in addressing our energy needs. It will power homes and businesses, catalyze the industrial growth, and contribute to the improvement of livelihood and economic prosperity across the country. As Minister of State Petroleum Resources Gas, I am proud that this project is fueled by Nigerian natural gas, our strategic transition fuel under Decade of Gas initiative. Let me reiterate the federal government unwavering support for projects like this that harness our domestic gas potential to power Nigeria's future. I urge Sahara Power Group and all stakeholders to continue to uphold the highest standard of operational excellence, environmental responsibility, and community development. On behalf of the Ministry of Petroleum Resources Gas, I congratulate Sahara reporters for identifying with the aspiration of Mr. President to give a future to the current generation and generation yet unborn. May Afam Power Plant continue to stand as a beacon of progress and hope for Nigeria's energy future. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources Gas. Next, let's make welcome with a round of applause Honorable Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu OFR. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Very much.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Your Excellency, the Administrator of Rivers State, Your Excellency, the Minister of State, Petroleum, Gas, my dear colleague, brother and friend, the GMD, Sahara Power Group, Dr. Kola Adeshina, the DGBPE, Mr. Ayogbeleyi, other senior officials, both board and management, from the Sahara Energy Group, the GMD FGM Power Company, Kenya Norway, other power sector operators here present, other senior government officials, both at the federal and state level, here present, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is with deep honor and immense gratitude that I address you today at the commissioning of this 180 megawatts power plant by Sahara Energy, a landmark project that embodies the synergy between the public sector reforms and the public sector development. The name of the game today is cooperation, collaboration, and partnership. For any government reform to succeed, you must have the blessing and the support of the private sector. It is evidence in what we are witnessing today. So today's event is far more than a ribbon-cutting ceremony. It is a powerful testament to what can be achieved when visionary leadership, progressive policy reforms, and strategic private sector partnership align towards a common goal of delivering sustainable, functional, affordable, and reliable power. Your Excellency, permit me to begin by expressing my sincere appreciation for your unwavering support to the power sector. Your renewed hope agenda has not only rekindled national confidence, but it has also catalyzed a wave of reforms that are breathing life into long-standing structural issues within our electricity value chain. This project, 180 megawatts of reliable generation capacity, is a product of that bold reform agenda made possible because of your leadership and commitment to universal energy access for all Nigerians. Your Excellency, under your visionary leadership as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Nigerian power sector has recorded some of its transformative gains in decades. Permit me to briefly highlight a few of the strategic achievements your administration has made possible. Number one, on sector reforms. Through the Electricity Act of 2023, which Your Excellency signed into law to ensure active participation of the state governments in the development of the power sector, we have successfully transferred regulatory oversight to a total of 11 states. This is a major milestone in decentralizing power for development and improved energy access at the subnational level, which has been made possible by your forward-thinking leadership. This was followed swiftly by the institution of a comprehensive national integrated electricity policy for the sector, which is now accompanied by a strategic implementation plan. Two gains of signing this bill into law: decentralization and liberalization. We all know about ECN, we know about NEPA, we know about PHCN. They were all federal agencies. Power was centralized at the top. But to provide effective power for over 200 million Nigerians, I believe the center alone cannot do it. It must go down to the various states. It must go down to the various local governments for us to have reliable electricity. And this is what we are witnessing today. The number two, it has paved way for the private sector to support government in this reform, to bring in investment, to play in all the segments of the power sector value chain, be it generation, transmission, and distribution. Today, we have boosted our installed capacity of energy generation by additional 180 megawatts of power. I think we need to give a round of applause to Sahara Energy and to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who has created a friendly environment, a conducive environment to make this work. Then secondly, on improving market liquidity, in the first quarter of last year, through Your Excellency's support, we took a bold tariff reform to move a segment of the electricity consumer to cost-reflective tariff. Because of this singular decision, the market generated 1.7 trillion in revenue in 2024, a 70% increase over 2023, which was only 1 trillion naira. And this ensured a 1.1 trillion reduction in tariff shortfalls. This is also demonstrating that reform works. Thirdly, on power generation, on the 2nd of March 2025, we achieved an all-time high energy generation of 5,801 megawatts, followed by a record daily energy output of 128,370 megawatt hour on the same day. This is the highest ever energy consumed in a day by Nigerians, and it happened during President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's time. These were driven by increased generation capacity with the commissioning of the 700 megawatts Zungeru hydropower plant and increased investment on the national grid. Number 4 is that in transmission and grid stability, despite consistent challenges of vandalism we are facing in this sector, we have recorded 0 grid collapses in 2025 so far. Between January and June, there has not been any grid collapse. We pray that this continues. This owes much to commissioning of over 70 power transformers across the country by the Transmission Company of Nigeria and the success of the Presidential Power Initiative, which was made possible by the signing of an agreement to accelerate the implementation of the Presidential Power Initiative on the side of COP28 Climate Summit in Dubai, which was overseen personally by Your Excellency, Mr. President. In addition to the investment on the transmission, through Your Excellency's approval, we have unbundled the Transmission Company of Nigeria, birthing the National Independent System Operator, NISO, a feat past governments attempted but could not deliver. This structural change will clearly bring clarity, professionalism, independence, and efficiency to grid and market operations. Number 5 is that on distribution and metering, through the Presidential Metering Initiative, instituted under your administration and backed by a 700 billion naira in FAC allocations, through Your Excellency support, we project the deployment of 1.1 million meters by the end of 2025 and 2 million meters annually for the next 5 years. This is a total of 10 million meters, and I believe that the meter gap, which is the bane of our liquidity crisis and collection crisis in this sector, will be a thing of the past. In addition to this, the World Bank Distribution Sector Recovery Program, this STREP, will also deliver over 3.2 million meters by 2026, with the first batches of these meters of 275 meters that we have already received in April and May. This program, when fully implemented, will address the liquidity crisis plaguing the sector, while simultaneously resolving the estimated billing crisis in the sector. And lastly, on our renewable energy space and energy access drive, under the Energizing Education Program, 100 megawatts of solar power is being deployed across 37 federal universities and 7 teaching hospitals. This is in line with Your Excellency's Renewed Hope agenda, which underscores our commitment to improving electrification across key institutions in Nigeria. I've gone to University of Abuja, I've seen it, 3.5 megawatts in there. I've been to University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, 13 megawatts in there. I've been to Calabar, 7 megawatts. University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, 5 megawatts. The Nigerian Defense Academy, I just commissioned a 3.5 megawatts. We are lighting up these social institutions. I believe Nigeria is changing for the better. Your Excellency, all these milestones are a reflection of your deep commitment to reform, to resilience, and to results. While we celebrate progress, we must also confront the urgent challenge of sector liquidity. Today, GENCOs are owed over 4 trillion naira. This threatens operations and future investment in this sector. Your Excellency, with your leadership, we have taken deliberate steps toward resolving some of these legacy issues. The ministry is working closely with relevant MDAs, development partners, and financial institutions to structure interventions that will gradually defray some of these liabilities. This challenge is enormous and requires urgent and sustained attention and action. Without immediate attention, we risk a collapse of the sector, threatening the gains we have made thus far. That is why today, I respectfully appeal to your continued support to prioritize a sustainable mechanism for clearing GENCO's debt and to back the establishment of a credible, bankable financial framework that ensures the entire electricity market can operate viably and transparently. Mr. President, your renewed hope agenda has created the enabling environment for the private sector to thrive. Sahara Energy's 180 megawatt investment here in Afam is a proof of that. And I would like to commend Sahara Energy for its dedication to the Nigerian energy. Let this project inspire others and reinforce our shared resolve to power every home, every business, and every hope in this great nation. We say Nigeria first. We must substitute importation. We must promote exports. We must produce what we use. We must use what we produce. And we must conserve our hard-earned foreign currency. To do that, we need sustainable, reliable, functional electricity for households, small businesses, institutions, and industries. Mr. President, thank you for your bold leadership to take on necessary reforms. Thank you for your courage, and thank you for giving the Nigerian power sector a new lease of life, which is definitely going to be sustainable. God bless Rivers State. I congratulate the administrator. This is happening during your time. It's a legacy project. I congratulate the entire community present here, the entire Rivers State, and especially Sahara Energy. This is a good investment, and I believe you will not regret you come to this community. God bless Rivers State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all.
Another round of applause for the Honorable Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu OFR, the performing minister commissioning projects in every nook and cranny of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, sir. Round of applause for the minister once again. Please, before we bring on the next speaker, note that our dear President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is with us virtually, and he will be speaking thereafter. Kindly take note.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we commission the Afam 2 power plant today, it is my honor to respectfully invite to present his address the Administrator of Rivers State, His Excellency, Vice Admiral Retired Ibokete Ekuibas, CFR.
Please be seated. Your Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is with us virtually, the Honorable Minister of Power, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum, Gas, Right Honorable Ekperike Ekpo, the Director General, Bureau of Public Procurement, Mr. Ayo Beleyi, the Secretary to the State Government, our own Professor Ibibi Aloki Worika, and other state functionaries here present, the Executive Director, Sahara Group, and Group Managing Director, Sahara Power Group, Dr. Kola Adeshina, MFR, management, stakeholders of this project, regulators, and other captains of industry here present, our royal fathers and community leaders here, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity to make these remarks on this most remarkable occasion, one that marks a significant step forward in our collective journey towards sustainable power generation and energy sufficiency in our dear country, Nigeria. Today's commissioning of the 180 megawatt power plant here in Afam is a key milestone in the bold and transformative agenda of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. It reflects the determined effort of the federal government under the Renewed Hope agenda to ensure increased and reliable power supply as a driver of economic growth, social development, and national competitiveness. Indeed, what we are witnessing today is a powerful testament to the tremendous results that can be achieved under visionary leadership, where the private sector is empowered to lead infrastructure development through the right mix of policies, incentives, and regulations. Mr. President has consistently provided an enabling environment for local and foreign investors to contribute meaningfully to the growth of our economy. These investments, bold and wide-ranging, have found expression in sectors such as power, agriculture, oil and gas, education, and transport, amongst others. This project is also the realization of a long-standing vision sustained across successive administrations here in Rivers State. I pay tribute to their steadfast support and commitment to expanding the power infrastructure in Rivers State. As a host and an active partner, Rivers State is proud to be associated with this project and its potential to contribute to national development. It is particularly satisfying that this important project is being commissioned during my tenure as administrator. It reinforces Rivers State's central role, not just as Nigeria's oil and gas hub, but as a strategic anchor for energy and industrial transformation. The benefits of this project are multifaceted. Beyond expanding power generation, it has created training and employment opportunities, especially for young people in the Afam community. I trust that the knowledge and skills acquired during the construction phase will remain with these individuals and empower them to contribute meaningfully to future energy projects across the country. I want to state here also that the MD of Sahara Energy has promised that the wealth of Nigeria, for which this facility is set up, will be used in Nigeria and not taken out. And I want us all to take him by his word thereafter. I also wish to express my deep appreciation to the host community for their cooperation and peaceful engagement throughout the project's life cycle. As a son of the Niger Delta, I have always maintained that development and peace are not mutually exclusive. When stakeholders are meaningfully engaged, when benefits are equitably shared, and when projects are transparently implemented, communities embrace ownership and success becomes inevitable. This is clearly the story of Afam Power Plant. To Sahara Group and its partners, I say a hearty congratulations. You have demonstrated that indigenous enterprise is alive, capable, and resilient. Your investments here speaks volumes of your confidence in our economy and in Rivers State as a viable destination for large-scale, high-impact ventures. The remarkable completion of this plant within a record time of 16 months is commendable and speaks to the professionalism of the EPC contractor, China Machinery Engineering Corporation, and the predominantly Nigerian project team. Mr. President's call for homegrown solutions is clearly bearing fruits. Let me use this opportunity to reaffirm that Rivers State remains open for business. We welcome serious investors who are committed to partnerships that deliver tangible value for our people. In the coming weeks, we will unveil a landmark agricultural project aligned with Mr. President's Food Security Initiative. This initiative will promote youth employment and food production, and we look forward to welcoming stakeholders, including our honorable ministers here, to that important event. The growth and transformation of Rivers State, and indeed Nigeria, is a shared responsibility. I therefore urge all of us to commit to building a nation where prosperity, security, and opportunity are available to all. Let us continue to support Mr. President in delivering on his renewed hope agenda. Once again, I congratulate Sahara Group and its partners on this milestone and warmly commend Mr. President for commissioning this project on the anniversary of his second year in office. We thank him for his leadership and assure him of our unwavering support in the task of building a more prosperous and resilient Nigeria. Long live Rivers State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you very much. The administrator deserves another round of applause. As announced earlier, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, next on the agenda is the high point of today's event, and that is the commissioning speech to be delivered remotely by no other person than our very distinguished special guest of honor, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A round of applause for Mr.
Thank you very much. The Administrator of Rivers State, Admiral Ibas, that was a wonderful speech. The Honorable Minister of Power, the Minister of State for Petroleum, the DG Bureau of Public Procurement, Secretary to the Government of Rivers State, the Chairman of Sahara and Energy, Kola Adesina, senior government officials, the entire Sahara family, members of the organized private sector, our royal fathers, and the host community of Afam, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a good day for Nigeria as we gather to celebrate another key achievement emanating from the enterprising Nigerian spirit and our resilient and remarkable spirit, which comes alive to light up opportunities when we put our Nigerian country first. The completion of Afam 2 within just 16 months, conceived, exclusively Nigerian, reinforces the capacity we have to overcome our challenges through collaboration, tenacity, and great commitment in a renewed hope agenda. I am delighted that this sterling contribution of Rivers State government towards birthing the project to promote energy security. The plant we commissioned today is a testament of the solid foundation you laid and your dedication to fostering energy sustainability in Nigeria. I equally commend the private sector, all the partners, Sahara Power Group, First Independent Power Limited, and Cresendo Nigeria Limited for their investment. I salute you, Nigeria salute all of you. It is pertinent to stress that the 180 megawatt added to our national grid through Afam 2 goes beyond increasing power generation. It will ignite and drive economic development, power homes, businesses, industries, hospitals, and illuminate hope for a better Nigeria. Let me emphasize that under my administration, achieving stable power supply remains an unwavering goal and commitment. I have charged the Minister of Power, the NEC, the TCN, and all the stakeholders and power value chain to work collaboratively and speedily to light up Nigeria. We solicit the support of Nigerians as we continue to deploy reforms and strategies towards this all-important goal. We have no doubt that investors, Nigerians, and foreign can bank on the cooperation and support of this government towards transforming the power sector. You have our assurances that we will continue to enforce policy of doing business. In the group of Afam, Rivers State, this project has benefited immensely from your support, patience, and collaboration. Indeed, shared prosperity flourishes when all stakeholders work together. So my fellow Nigerians, we are not oblivious to the challenges posed by the transportation of gas supply issue problems, liquidity concerns, and outdated infrastructure in transmission lines, among others. These are being tackled seriously. Ultimately, we will light up Nigeria sustainably in the nearest future. Finally, we believe that as we commission Afam 2 today, it will strengthen our collective resolve to work together building a more globally competitive Nigeria, one that propels the aspiration, enterprise, and the irrepressible Nigerian spirit towards greatness. To be Almighty's heir to drive us in our vision. On this occasion, as we know, we all gather here believe and across the country that energy is the lifeblood and the vessel of industrialization, without which there's no life. The single most important discovery for humanity is electricity. On this occasion, to the glory of God, I have the pleasure to declare Afam 2 power plant as commissioned today, 4th of June 2025. Thank you. May God bless Nigeria. God bless Rivers State. God bless you, all of you. Thank you.